One player at a time, please, so we can properly transcribe it.
My left arm, though, sir.
Who wants to start? Middle, go ahead.
Just for LaJohntay, obviously you getting a chance to get the number one now and get to wear it in your final game here as a Buff. I mean, just kind of what does that mean to you, and kind of what was that process like of trying to get the number kind of all season?
It means a lot first. First and foremost, it's a blessing to be able to, get the number that you wanted. The process, it was a tough process. I had to get my grades up, but I completed it. I got it done, and I'm excited for the game on Saturday.
Front, middle.
This question is for Shedeur. Pat Sherman was just in here talking about the relationship with you, and I know you've had a number of different coordinators during your college career, but you talk about what you've maybe gleaned from all of them, but also specifically with Pat, and like why he's been such a good coordinator for you.
Yeah, so each year, I would say more and more been put on my plate. The more experience I got, the more years and tasks on hand, the more ball I play. So at this point, it's kind of, he brought a different perspective from the league perspective coming into college, and being able to adjust and help me see things in a different perspective, in a different way. So we could all look at the defense on the board, but we all could have different point of views. So it's kind of, that's why I'm thankful to be in the situation I'm in and have all the different offensive coordinators, and ending with him is because he's been, at the biggest level, the highest level you could get. And I was able to learn a lot from each and every one of those coordinators to where it all built me into the player I am today.
This one could be for Shedeur and Jimmy as well. Speaking with BYU earlier, they talked about how excited they are to get to play against such a talented roster, and your coaches came in and talked about the strong defensive front that they have. What are you most looking forward to when it goes to going up against BYU?
For me, it's problem solving. That's what it is. We know they're going to do a lot of exotic things and a lot of different things that we probably haven't seen on film. But we just got to always just stick to the basics and do what we do best. And they're a talented team, and they listen to their coaches and they do everything 98% right. It's defense, so defense is eventually somebody's gonna bust the coverage, but that's just what it is. But watching film on them, it's hard, very hard to find a tail, and very hard to find a flaw when it comes to them, because the way they go about their business, the way they get in their stunts, the way they're able to move and react different ways, and you don't know who's doing what, So they got a great scheme, they got a great everything, and I'm very blessed for my final collegiate game to go against that type of challenge.
Yeah, to piggyback off of Shedeur, really what we looking forward to, basically, he's really said everything. They're a real good disciplined team, and we just gotta go out there and execute our game plan and play smart.
Question for Shedeur, obviously. Everyone knows you and your dad's tradition before the game, just kind of walking to the end zone and walking back. I know Shiloh's joined you a couple times this season during that. I mean, just kind of what are you looking forward to that last one this Saturday, and kind of what do you feel like the conversation will be during that time?
I think the walk is the least of my worries right now. I think they got a pretty good D, and this bound to go second round, early second round. So that's kind of my focus right now. I'm not really focused on a walk with him. There's bigger things and bigger tasks at hand. The main thing is just to win the game and do it in a dominant fashion, do it very clean and precise, and that's what our focus is. So in these final days, wrapping up everything to get to the game, just cleaning minor things up that we see flaws, and watching old games that we play honestly, and just getting back, in that taking yourself back through those situations, those times, since we had so much time off.
Shedeur, it's
You know, and by the way, you know, I got a lot of teammates up here too. I just said because they wouldn't have came if it was just about me. It was pointless for them to come.
Well, on that note, it's not a question we used to ask football players, and it's almost crazy to ask a football player this question. But why are you playing in this game? Why did you make the decision to play a game that so many other guys in your situation don't necessarily do?
Yeah, I mean, I don't adjust and I don't do what other people do. I feel like that's, even from the beginning, we went to HBCU and not every offer in the country. So it's like, I don't really care what other people do. And it's about, I'll say it's about the team and it's about everything I stand for. You know, it's about equality and it's about just because they projected X, Y, and Z, that don't mean I can't play with my X, Y, and Z's. You get what I'm saying? I gotta play with my receivers. I gotta be able to play with the team, the O-line, everything like that, because we may not ever have a chance to play again together on the same team. So it's about cherishing the moment. It's about knowing this is the final collegiate game, and each and every game we left it all out there. So there's no regret. I don't ever want to go anywhere with regret, you know. So that's the thing. If I felt like anything negative, I wouldn't have played this year. I was going first round last year regardless anyway, so you feel me? It is no difference. I would have just went.
Let's have 2 more questions for Shedeur and let him go. You have a question for Shedeur? Anybody? Front question, last question for Shedeur.
Congratulations this year. Great season.
Definitely.
You mentioned problem solver on the field. Mm-hmm. In real-time situations, is it just you and Coach Sumer? Is it you and Coach Prime, or your receivers, your teammate who's helping you make those decisions? Can you speak to that, please?
Well, it's a little bit of everything. Like I say, I talk to them on the sidelines, get their perspectives. I ask them, okay. Well, I'm not gonna tell you too much what I ask them, but anyways, I get the details I need to know from their perspectives. To know how to attack the defense, to see if they're seeing what I'm seeing, so we all on the same page. Then we recap. Of course, we have our own mini conversations. Then we recap with the boss, Coach Shermer, and then we talk about how we're gonna go moving forward. So that's what it is, the problem solving. If you could watch a team. We came out a couple games where we watched the team the whole year, and it was 4 down front, and it came out in odd. So it's like we seen everything. That's what Utah did to us early on in the game, and it kind of threw us off a little bit. But we had that challenge. We had that milestone already, so we know how to adjust. So that's why anything, I'll say pretty much everything now, we have the solution. It's just we just got to get to it early. We can't wait till
Identify.
Yeah, we can't wait till it's too late or to after halftime to get to that point. So that's what I'm most excited for, is we all know what's at stake, we all know what's on the line, and we just got to start fast and do it early on.
Thank you, Shedeur.
I got one more for Shedeur. Whoever drafts you might be interested in adding some of these guys next to you to the team. Would you mind going through and just, you know, if that team asks you, hey, what do you think of LaJohntay, Will, Cam, or Jimmy, what would you tell them?
So for sure, LaJohntay, for sure he's going to get open. He's threat all over the field. And that it's hard. I haven't seen too many receivers get in and out the breaks how he do. And man-to-man coverage is very tough to guard him, because I'm like, after some plays I ask him, I'm like, dang, bro, I didn't know you was going to get open on this. You feel me? Because it's not supposed to be there, but you still made it happen. So that's for LaJohntay for sure. Will, definitely 50-50 ball guy. And I feel like I know how to get him going. I know how to, I was going to say something, but I was going to say something. But no, I know how to turn that switch on for him. Whenever, through good, bad, through everything, and he overcame a lot this season. So at a big stage, and you understand it's not a lot of people and not a lot of players in college football that goes through as much pressure as playing for the Colorado Buffaloes. So he dealt with pros, he dealt with the cons of everything, so he's level-headed and he understands each and every game I got to go out there and make a big impact. So definitely going to go up and get the ball, go and make plays, and I don't really call them 50-50 balls. It's kind of automatic, you know. Cam for sure. I don't really like going against him that much. So but Cam, he's gonna do his job, and he's Mr. Consistent. So that's probably the most consistent players we have. Everything that he does is consistent. The way he practices, the way he goes about his business, and we've been doing it since HBCU. So it's like it's no level or anything that could get to him. It's nothing, fame, lights, money. It's nothing that could get to him because we all came from that same area, that same challenges, the same journey. So we're almost the same, I say. But he's just on the defensive side of the ball. He's the quarterback of the defense. Jimmy Horn, he's definitely fast. Jimmy, I'm real disappointed right now because Jimmy was playing through a lot of injury this year. So I take that personal that he wasn't able to get the numbers and able to do what he was supposed to do because we had big plans, big everything with him and Amarion. So that kind of really hurt me, I'll say, and he hasn't been able to show his best yet. So maybe it's not, the perfect time right now for him to hit his peak. Maybe it's, year 3, year 4 in the league, we on the same team for him to really maximize his full potential. But he's able to get open. He's able to, when he's healthy, he's very unstoppable, and it's tough to guard him in man coverage. So any one of them I'm excited to play with. I really hope it happens, I really hope it does. Because I know them, I know everything about them. So I'm just, who knows? I'll be excited for it, though. But I'm definitely pulling for him, though. I definitely am.
Appreciate your time, Shedeur.
Yeah, thank you.
Questions for the other players?
I got one for Cam. Coach Livingston a couple weeks ago was almost getting a little bit emotional talking about yourself and some of the seniors that you're going to play in your last game this Saturday. And I was just wondering if you could speak to just kind of the emotions of getting to work alongside him this season and growing that bond since he got on campus last winter.
Ever since Coach Livingston got here, he just trusts me with defense. He always tell me I trust Cam with my kids. And that means a lot to me. That means a lot to everybody on the team just because Coach Livingston I don't really look at him as a DC. I kind of look at him as a teammate. It's kind of that kind of thing. He's in that ground with us every day. He's just a wonderful guy, terrific guy. I mean, honestly, he changed my life. He changed my life for the better. Just when he came in with no playbook. He told me, what do you like to do? What do you like to see? And we went with it, and I love him for it, and I love him for it for life.
Kind of building off what Shedeur said there, Jimmy, obviously you've been dealing with those injuries. How have you gotten through that? How have you been feeling in these bowl practices?
I've been feeling pretty good. The way I got through it, I go to treatment every day, just got to show up, get the treatment for my body so I can go out there and perform.
What would it mean for you to have a big performance on Saturday in your final game as a Buff?
It mean a lot, I want everybody to have a great performance. You don't want to finish your last game just wishing, shoulda, coulda, you know what I'm saying? So just want to finish off strong with a great performance.
LaJohntay, this has a potential to be the last game you play with your brother. What does that mean to you, and what kind of advice are you looking to leave him with as you move on to the NFL and he has another year in college?
Playing with my little brother, man, it's amazing. It's a blessing. Going into this last one, I definitely am going to get a little emotional. But all I'm going to tell him is just keep grinding, man. Like, when your time come, I tell him all the time, like, when your time come, let them see it. Like, let them see what we be working on. Let them see what I see, you feel me? What all our family see, So he just patiently waiting. So when his time come, he going to show the world.
For each one of you, can you just talk about ending your career in a bowl game like this? And for a lot of you, you went through some losing seasons where you're at before. So what does it mean to you, starting from Jimmy on down, just kind of what it means to you to be in this bowl game and finish your career this way?
Man, it mean a lot. It's been a journey. Shoot, it's my first bowl game since I've been in college. So I'm real excited, man. And I just want to thank all my teammates, everybody, a part of the coaching staff, the coaches. Like, it's been a real journey, man. You know, we worked real hard to get where we at. And, like, I can't thank nobody enough because, like, I won't be here without them, you know. So it's been a journey, man. And I'm just thankful and blessed for this opportunity to be in the bowl game. Like, I cherish this. Like, I'm going to go out here and play real hard. So I'm just ready.
I mean, like you said, man. I mean, everything to us. I mean, especially for me when I came in Boulder on the 111 after the 111 team, and we had to build a lot. A lot of things ain't go our way. A lot of people hated on us, but look at us. You know, so look where we at. So it mean a lot. It mean a lot to be here. Just be here at this wonderful establishment in San Antonio. It just mean a lot. You know, we always prayed to be here, be somewhere in the bowl game. You know, it's been great, man. Great.
Yeah, this is my first bowl game too, so it's really just a blessing, especially being able to be at one of the best bowl games outside of the college football playoff and get to play with everybody on this stage and everybody back at the hotel one more time.
Yeah, just piggybacking off of them, this is our first bowl game. This is my first real bowl game. I had a bowl game in the Montgomery Bowl in 2020, COVID season, but I mean, I'm just taking it all in. It's hard to get here, you know. This is our Super Bowl. We didn't make it to the college football playoffs, so this is our playoff game, and we're locked in. And just like this is our Super Bowl, so we ready.
This one for Jimmy and Cam. Both you guys have been here for the last 2 years. You have the opportunity to be around some of these younger guys. Cam, Jimmy, we've seen both of you with passion speeches in front of the team. How important is it to both of you to pass down the standard that you helped reestablish? Cam, you spoke about that after the Oregon State game, that there was no standard when you got here. And now you guys take a lot of pride in being able to set that. So have you gone out of your way to maybe go to some of these younger guys and make sure that they're getting acclimated?
Yeah, of course. Because we didn't get a chance. We didn't get a chance to play for a Big 12 championship or a national championship. But we still want to see that happen here. We still want these guys to, you know what I'm saying, go do something. I talk to the newcomer freshmen, the early enrollees guys all the time, just because they're building something here. We're really building something. We are the guys that you'll remember that started this. So when they get to win, it's like, okay, that's the time for us to come back and be like, man, we started all this for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I always think about, because I know one day it's gonna happen for us. So I just make sure I pass that standard down. It's very important. These next coming guys, these guys are like, it's a difference for me because the guys that came in December, like the early enrollees, I can just tell they're different. I can tell it's a different mentality than like when me and Jimmy were coming in January and we had guys come in, they just wasn't there, but these guys are working their butt off in practice already and only had like 2 or 3 practices. So it's going to be great. It's especially important to make sure you keep passing it down.
All right, we got the pep rally, so let's just do a couple more questions.
Can I hear Jimmy's answer to that? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I was about to let him go ahead and go. No, but to piggyback off what Cam said, you know, the coaches got the blueprint, and us players, like, we set a foundation that the younger kids that come in and they got to build off of, you know. So like, they come to practice every day to work, you know. Every day they working, and it's like, it's good to see younger kids that's coming in as freshmen that really want to play. Cause when I was at other program, like you could just tell, you just know like who really want it, who really don't want it. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta, us just talking to them, just, I don't know, nah. I ain't too much of a talk.
This is for all of you, specifically you, Cam. You spent a lot of time with Coach Prime and this coaching staff, and you're having a lot of success in the portal. Why do you think the coaching techniques and the experience of Coach Prime and the rest of the coaching staff is being so successful?
That's an interesting question. The biggest I think about, I can't really think too much, it's just work. You're gonna get here, you're gonna have to work your butt off. Nothing gonna be handed to you. Any of these guys can tell you, like, when I first got here, when Jimmy first got here, when Will first got here, when LaJohntay first got here, it was kind of like, all right, it's kind of different speed, it's kind of different. You know what I'm saying? These coaches talk a little different, they move a little different. So just the work you have to come here and put in. And it's kind of like a survival, if you like to say, man. You get here, it's like, all right, I'm trying to survive. So when you get to the season, then that's when LaJohntay go for 200, Will go for 200, Jimmy go for 200. You know what I'm saying? So that's when that happens, when you get through the work. So it's all about the work when you come here.
Can we go middle? Last question, please.
I'll ask you two over here. I asked BYU this. Both these teams were part of that four-way tie for the Big 12 title, but you're the two that didn't get to go to that title game. So have you guys talked about this maybe being sort of a secondary Big 12 title game?
Yeah, a little bit, man. BYU was top of the conference at one point of the season. We was top of the conference at one point of the season. So, I mean, y'all seen the Big 12 game. Yeah, it was cool, you know. So we gonna give y'all a show, a real Big 12 show on Saturday. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, we both had to watch other games to see if we were going to get in, so I think it's kind of a personal thing for everybody, knowing that we couldn't be in that game and seeing how that game went and just kind of making this one, like someone already said up here, like make it like the Super Bowl for us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.